President-elect Joe Biden announcing a plan for faster vaccine distribution to the United States. Good evening, I'm Brian Wilk. We'll have that story coming up, but first tonight, it was a busy night for police and rescue crews as a car struck a house in the city of Erie. The story's new tonight at 10 o'clock. Around 7, crews were called to Fairmount Parkway, right down the street from Roger Young Park. According to Erie police, a 42-year-old female driver was going eastbound, hit some parked cars, went over the median, then struck the house. The woman was taken to the hospital after she claimed to be COVID-19 positive. She was suspected to be driving under the influence of alcohol, but refused to have her blood drawn by police. She is likely going to be charged with careless driving and driving under the influence. No one else was injured at the scene. States are still lagging behind their vaccination goals, but they're beginning to pick up the pace with senior living centers and other high-priority groups. Fox News correspondent Alex Hogan has the latest on the rollout effort.
More states have started getting the vaccine to seniors living at long-term care facilities. Around 700,000 residents and workers have gotten their first shot. They were part of the CDC's first recommended group, along with healthcare workers.
That should be one of the priorities on target, and it is, because that's where many of the deaths are occurring.
Friday, the agency softens its stance a bit, recommending states also begin vaccinating Group 1B, which includes essential workers and anyone over the age of 75. So far, fewer than 7 million Americans have been vaccinated. 22 million doses have been shipped to the states, that number lagging behind expectations.
Vaccines give us hope, but the rollout has been a travesty.
To speed up the process, President-elect Biden is calling for immediate distribution of the nation's current vaccine supply. That is a departure from the Trump administration's strategy of stockpiling doses to make sure there's enough for everyone to get a second shot. That's where the vaccine becomes 95% effective.
If we got access to a large number of doses, I think that would allow us to expand our distribution greatly and to utilize some of those places where people normally go to get vaccinated, like where you go to get your flu. So your doctor's office, your pharmacy, community health centers.
Biden's plan would count on a consistent supply from Pfizer and Moderna to ensure that states have enough doses to administer those second vaccines. In New York, Alex Hogan, Fox 66 News.
Many patients who have received the coronavirus vaccine complain of a sore arm and/or fatigue. One doctor says the second shot is likely to give an even stronger reaction because the immune system is building protection. Fox's Casey Fambio explains.
Medical professionals are among the first to get both doses, including those at the Birmingham VA and UAB, like Dr. Gaffo, who tweeted his experience. UAB received the 10,725 booster shots earlier this week for the same number initially vaccinated. Your initial reaction could be heightened.
Whatever happens with the first shot, you will experience that probably more intensely with the second shot. And again, that's what we expect it to do.
He explains that the immune system is building a strong reaction and building protection, and that process can give you symptoms like fatigue. However, the top symptom
to be that sore arm, I think that's pretty universal. People are going to have a fairly remarkably sore arm.
69% of people reported fatigue in the Moderna trial, and 63% of people reported it in Pfizer's trial. The effects so far last about a day, Dr. Williford said.
Here are the latest COVID-19 numbers for our region and across the state. The State Department of Health reporting 206 new positive cases for Erie County. The total number since March now stands just short of 13,000. In Crawford County, 79 new cases are reported. Warren County, 44. Ashtabula County rising by 37. Chautauqua County continues to report over 4,600 total cases. Across the Commonwealth, an additional 10,045 cases reported, with a total at over 713,000. 273 more people have died, bringing the total to 17,667. COVID-19 vaccinations are rolling out at the Soldiers and Sailors homes. The Soldier and Sailor home is one of 6 Pennsylvania veteran homes. Vaccinations are expected to be administered at the facilities through early February. Residents and staff at long-term care facilities are being prioritized by the Pennsylvania Department of Health's first phase of vaccines. The vaccine is available to all residents and staff, but not required. And to weather now, meteorologist Craig Flint has your Fox First forecast. Hey, Craig.
Brian, just a gorgeous day today. Temperatures made it into the upper 30s, which is actually a little bit above normal, but it was just so nice to see the sun. And we still have clear sky out there tonight. That's a look at Meadville. And what we're going to see happen as we head through the night, some extra clouds will drift through. And we may start out mostly cloudy tomorrow, but I do think we'll get some breaks of sunshine. It's just not going to be as bright and as brilliant as it was today. Obviously dry right now as high pressure's in control. 35 with a northwesterly wind at 8 miles an hour. Now we'll see numbers drop into the upper 20s by the time we wake up tomorrow, especially if we can keep the clear sky going for a little longer than anticipated. I do expect some thicker clouds for a little while in the morning and then some sun for the afternoon. Complete forecast on what is a very quiet weather pattern coming up in just a few minutes. Brian, over to you.
Thanks, Craig. The hometown favorite Erie Bayhawks basketball team could soon be leaving Erie. This comes as the New Orleans Pelicans have declined the option to affiliate with the Bayhawks beyond the 2021 season. Star Bodie has reaction from fans.
The fate of the Erie Bayhawks basketball is in the air.
We've been down this road before, so it's not new territory for us. While we understand that some of those options might start to dry up, at the same time, we've also learned again in these past several months that the unexpected can happen.
It's unclear if the Bayhawks will play at Erie Insurance Arena again. New Orleans management says after this year, they're having a G team in Birmingham, leaving Erie without an affiliate.
They won't have operations here in Erie for about 20 months between seasons that it would turn out to be. Just unfortunately didn't make sense for them logistically to try to come back and reestablish here in Erie for about 5 months.
The Bayhawks have played on the hardwood at Erie Insurance Arena since 2008, originally being affiliated with the Cleveland Cavaliers. Bayhawks management expects to pursue other potential options and keep professional basketball in Erie. Some fans say it would be hard to see the Bayhawks go, but hope another affiliate can pick them up. Fans believe that if professional basketball were to end, it could create another layer of economic hardships during the pandemic. Star Bodie, Fox 66 News.
And the G League is planning to start the season on February 8th. The Pennsylvania Farm Show is back for its 105th year, and this year things are looking a little different. Because of COVID-19 restrictions, the Farm Show, based in Harrisburg, has moved virtual for the year. Throughout the event, virtual attendees will have the opportunity to learn and be inspired by Pennsylvania's agriculture and the innovation driving industry forward. Secretary of Agriculture Russell Redding says education, entertainment, and business helped shape this year's Farm Show.
It was important to us to make sure that we didn't lose that connection to the public, so the educational opportunities that are found in the panel discussions we're doing, the behind-the-scene look at farms, to go into the classrooms, that is all captured as part of our farm show.
And participants can check out more than 200 virtual events. To learn more about this year's farm show, head to our website, yourerie.com. A new art mural stands at the corner of Parade and East 24th Street. Ghada Hussein, a graphic designer and artist from Iraq, created a mural outside of the Al Medina supermarket. The mural features iconic architecture from Syria, Iraq, and Erie. Some buildings on the mural include the Great Mosque, the Erie Art Museum, and the Bicentennial Tower. Owners and employees at the Al Medina supermarket say it's a great way to represent Erie's diversity.
It means a lot because it just reminds us like where our ancestral home and our new home here in Erie, Pennsylvania.
Inside the store, there is also a transcript describing the mural in Arabic.
Authorities charging more individuals involved in this week's chaos on Capitol Hill. I'm Charles Watson. I'll have that story coming up.
Plus, they've got you covered. A local church is giving a helping hand back to the community. We'll explain. And Let It Snow. It's a winter wonderland, a decade in the making for residents of one city in Spain. We'll explain right after this.
See news happening? Shoot it, then send it